Mia did not believe in magic. Her sister, Lucy, believed in magic. Magic was the most argued topic in their house. One day, Mia went out to buy groceries. On her way to the grocery store, an unknown man grabbed her wrist. He was sitting on the sidewalk. Mia somehow broke his grip and ran away. The man didn't follow her. Mia stopped and returned her gaze. The man was not following her. She felt relaxed and at ease. She thought he must be crazy. He did not hold her wrist tight. She thought he must not be a dangerous person, just another idiot. She ignored the man and began walking to the grocery store. The man stood up and ran behind her fast. As he came closer, Mia turned around. The man stopped. He was standing too close to her. But Mia wasn't the one to get scared easily. She asked the man what's his problem. The man gave an odd smile. He sat down and placed a little glass bottle on the road. He stood up and took a step back. Then he started dancing very comically. Mia controlled her laughter. Now she was sure that he was crazy. She turned around. But as she took the first step, a bright light shone behind her. She disappeared from the road. Mia rubbed her eyes. She took a look around. She smacked her head on the glass and noticed glass walls all around her. She touched the glass walls and looked around. Mia was inside the glass bottle. The man placed the bottle in his pocket. Mia was unable to see anything. It was pitch black everywhere. She yelled and begged for help. But there was no one to help her. The man took the bottle out of his pocket. He opened the bottle and flipped it over. Mia slipped out of the bottle and into the water. She knew how to swim, so she didn't drown. The man launched a small boat into the water. Mia swam to the boat and climbed into it. The man walked away. Mia looked around and observed the place. It looked like a pond surrounded by artificial plants. Mia had shrunk to 8 centimeters. She swam the boat around to the corner and got out. She was standing on a glass table. There were a lot of architecture models placed on the table. Most were wooden and few were paper models. Because of her small size, she could get into all those. They were all skillfully crafted. She entered one of them. It was a traditional handicraft. It had trees, water, and a small hut. 2 people were sitting outside dressed in ancient clothes. Suddenly, she noticed something attempting to climb onto the table. It appeared to be 2 bent sticks. She dashed towards it. Mia was really confused and scared all this time. She assumed a man was trying to get on the table with some sticks. As she got closer, she noticed it was a large spider. She became terrified. She wouldn't be afraid if she was a normal size. But at her current size, she was doomed to be eaten by the spider. Mia dashed over to the models, but the spider came behind her. She entered a wooden house, but there was no door. The spider came near the house. She couldn't get out. Suddenly she felt something near her. Her heart stopped beating as she focused in the dark. It was a big cockroach. It was reddish-brown, with an oval body and long antennae, but it was sitting still. Perhaps it was sleeping and thus did not attack her. But Mia had to get out quickly. She moved her feet slightly, careful not to wake the cockroach. She looked outside. The spider was not present. She slowly moved her feet and got out. Something hit her in the back. When she looked back, it was spider's wax. The spider drew her to its mouth. It was sitting on a wooden house. Mia shouted out loud. As the spider pulled her up, a lizard jumped on it. Cockroach escaped as the wooden house shook. It fled when it saw the lizard. Mia fell on the table. The spider was half inside the lizard's mouth. Mia was terrified, but she somehow removed the wax from her clothes before the lizard noticed her. She ran as fast as she could. The man arrived. He placed a plate in front of her while she was running. Mia raised her eyes to the man. She inquired as to who he was and what he had done to her. She told her how she escaped a cockroach, spider, and lizard. The man bent down and moved his head closer to Mia.
"How do I address you?"
asked the man.
"I'm Mia. Who are you?"
Mia responded.
"Hello, my name is Sigem. I am a magician,"
said the man.
"What is your problem with me? Why are you doing this to me? What is this place? Why did you take me here? Those insects could have killed me. What do you want from me?
In rage, Mia hurled questions at him.
I only recently discovered this magic. I wanted to test it out on someone,
Said the man in a demonic tone.
What kind of magic?
Mia questioned.
a magic that causes people to shrink in size. There's another magic. That one took me 20 years to learn. Through that magic, I will make you invisible.
Mia yelled. The man laughed and told her to step on the plate, which Mia couldn't refuse. If she stayed on the table, the lizard or cockroach might eat her. The man entered the large hall and proceeded upstairs. There were a lot of rooms there. All the doors were already opened. The man went into room number 7. As he put the plate on the table, he saw the girl wasn't on it. He looked down, thinking maybe she fell. He looked everywhere for her but couldn't find her anywhere on the floor. He went angry. He thought the girl fooled her. She's got to be hiding somewhere. Mia jumped into his jacket's side pocket while he was distracted. The man became tired after an hour. He removed his jacket and threw it on the floor. He was furious. Mia was slightly injured, but it was her chance to run away from there. She got out of the pocket. The man sat on the chair with his back towards Mia. Mia ran to the door and then to the stairs. She jumped down each stair and began looking for the exit door. She was so small in size. A small distance had grown into a large one. Mia found the door. She slid out from beneath the door. She ran, not knowing where she was going. Everything looked huge. On the grass, she saw a mouse, and behind the mouse was standing a big cat ready to attack. A ribbon was wrapped around the cat's neck. It must be someone's pet, possibly Sigim's. Mia had a thought. She grabbed a stone small enough to fit in her palm and dashed over to the cat. She smacked the cat on the head. The cat shifted its gaze and turned away. Mia ran behind another rock that was big enough to hide her. The mouse trembled and quickly ran behind the bushes. The cat ran behind it. Mia ran behind the cat and grabbed its tail. The cat shook its tail and looked behind. Mia held the cat's fur tight so that she does not fall. She climbed on its back and held its ribbon. Then she climbed on his head and struck its left eye with a pointed stone. The cat shook its body violently, making loud noises. Mia fell to the ground, but quickly rose and ran behind the bushes. The mouse was still there, hiding. Its entire body was trembling. Mia approached from behind and climbed onto its back. The mouse became scared and ran behind the next bush, and then the next. It ran outside the garden and kept running out of fear. Mia clutched its hair tight. The mouse took Mia far away from the magician's house. When the mouse stopped, Mia jumped down.
Who are you?
Asked the mouse. Mia stared at the mouse with her eyes wide open.
You can talk.
Asked Mia in surprise.
Yes, I can talk. I was once a human like you. A magician turned me into a mouse.
Said the mouse.
Oh dear. I'm so sorry for you. The magician made me so small that I was attacked by small insects, just as you were attacked by that cat.
Mia stated.
Did you see it? Cats terrify me. It was that magician's cat. She killed my little brother, and today she tried to kill me.
The mouse began to sob.
Don't cry. We have to think first about how to get out of here. How long have you been here?
Asked Mia.
It's been 6 months. I tried many times to enter the magician's house, to turn myself back into a human. But every time I go there, the cat attacks me. It killed my little brother.
He kept crying.
Please don't cry. There has to be a way. We must remain strong. We will fight the cat and get into the house. But do you know how we can turn normal?
Mia asked.
Yes, his magic spell can be broken. In his house in room number 9, he kept the antidotes of all his magics in glass bottles. All of them are liquids.
Said the mouse.
Let's make a plan to get there. But what's your name?
Asked Mia.
I am Harry. What's your name?
Said the mouse.
My name is Mia. Where do you live, Harry?
Asked Mia.
Get on my back, and I will take you to my house.
Said the mouse. The mouse took Mia to his house. He lived in the trunk of a tree. In 3 days, they came up with a plan. They decided to carry it out on the 4th day. They arrived at the magician's house. The cat was sitting at the gate. It was blind in one eye. Mia got off the mouse's back and stood beside one of the trees. The mouse advanced so that the cat could see it. The cat noticed the mouse and screamed. She ran fast towards the mouse. The mouse dashed behind the tree, and as the cat got closer, Mia threw a sharp stone at its eye. The cat screamed in agony. Mia quickly climbed on the mouse's back, and the mouse dashed towards the house's main door. Mia spun in from under the door, while the mouse waited outside. Inside, she climbed the chair, then the hangings, and finally jumped on the door handle. She somehow turned the handle, and it opened. But now she didn't know how to pull open the door. Outside, the cat spotted the mouse and charged after it. The mouse froze. However, as the cat approached and jumped on the mouse, its feet hit with the stair and it crashed into the door. The door opened. The mouse entered quickly. The mouse slammed the door shut from the inside as hard as he could. Mia quickly turned the handle from inside, keeping the cat outside. Mia and the mouse ran to the stairs. Sigum was on his way downstairs. He was engrossed in his thoughts. Mia and the mouse took cover behind the stairs. Sigum made his way down the hall to the exit door. They both took off upstairs. All the rooms were open. They entered room number 9 and began looking for the antidotes. The mouse finally found the drink that could restore Mia to her original size. Mia drank it, and in a few seconds, she was back to her original size. Outside, Sigum found the cat injured. The cat told him it was the mouse and the little girl. Sigum went furious. He went inside and ran upstairs. Mia and the mouse were looking for the other drink that could turn the mouse back into a human. Sigum came inside. His face was flushed. He looked like a volcano that was about to erupt. He took big and swift steps towards Mia. Mia got frightened and threw one of the glass bottles from the table at Sigum. Sigum dodged it and held Mia's arms tight. He shook her violently and dragged her outside. In his anger, he didn't notice the mouse. Mia shouted for help. The mouse stayed calm and kept looking for the antidote. It was the only way he could help Mia. A mouse couldn't fight a man, but a man could fight another man. Sigum hit Mia repeatedly. Mia got angry and fought her best. She got badly injured, but luckily, the mouse found the antidote. As he turned into a human again, he grabbed an iron rod and ran downstairs. He looked for Mia everywhere but couldn't find her. He ran outside and saw Mia hiding behind a tree and Sigum was looking for her. He ran fast towards Sigum. Sigum turned around as he heard someone's steps coming fast towards him. Harry didn't give him a chance to do anything and quickly slammed the iron rod into his head. Blood began to flow from his head. He collapsed to the ground. Mia and Harry eventually found a way to return to their homes. They both became good friends. Lucy, who believed in magic, was skeptical of her story. Mia didn't force Lucy to believe her story because she knew it was unbelievable. But after that day, Mia never fought Lucy on magic.